Did you know that Peabo Bryson's voice basically became a pop culture icon thanks to Disney? Like the man was the soundtrack to our collective first crushes.
Alright, let's get into it. Hey, it's Emma, and I'm feeling totally nostalgic today. We're talking velvet vocals, big romance energy, and yes, major Disney magic.
So, let's talk Peabo Bryson. He was an American singer and songwriter, a king of soulful R&B and pop ballads, especially the romantic duets that just melt to. From the late 1970s through the 1990s, he was everywhere. Think Beauty and the Beast with Celine Dion and A Whole New World with Regina Belle, 2 Grammys, adult contemporary chart domination, like certified hard eyes era. Let me set the scene. I have to tell you about this one night I saw him perform A Whole New World. I'm in this packed venue. It's soft lighting, couples holding hands, people in their best date night fits. The stakes were high. This wasn't just a concert, this was a pilgrimage to hear a legend sing the love anthem of our childhoods.
Of course, Chaos tried it. Traffic was a hot mess, my rideshare took the scenic route, and I sprinted past the merch table clutching a lukewarm latte. The security line looked like airport the week of Thanksgiving. Made a big yikes. I was thinking, if I miss that duet, I will simply pass away on the spot.
I slide into my seat right as the strings swell. Then Peabo walks out, that calm, regal presence. He starts A Whole New World and the room just exhales. His partner steps in, crystalline harmonies, and suddenly we're all 8 years old again, believing in carpets that fly and love that fixes everything. I had goosebumps, not subtle ones either. It was a total vibe, like a warm blanket for your soul. That's his power. He makes intimacy feel cinematic.
Okay, pause, because this next part is everything. How did he get there? Peabo started young, like Prodigy young. As a teen in South Carolina, he sang backup for Al Freeman and the Upsetters, a local Greenville group. Al was the band leader who, fun fact, mispronounced his nickname Peabo. And boom, Peabo was born as a stage name. Iconic accident, honestly.
By around 16, he was out on the Chitlin circuit with Moses Dillard and the Textown Display. That's a touring network of venues where black artists played, legendary for building real stage shops.
Then in Atlanta, Eddie Bisco, a Bang Records exec, signed him as a writer, producer, and arranger. Translation, he learned the recipe before serving the meal. That craft shows up later in those plush arrangements we love.
In the mid-1970s, he released his debut and signed with Capitol. By 1977, he gave us Feel the Fire, and the albums Reaching for the Sky and Crosswinds went gold by 1978. That's not hype, that's receipts. Adult contemporary radio started flirting hard, and by 1984, he was on Elektra with Straight from the Heart, giving us If Ever You're in My Arms Again. It hit the top 10 pop chart and topped the adult contemporary chart. High-key crossover king, just saying. And before Disney even called, he was out here doing daily theme vocals for One Life to Live in the late 1980s. That's a daytime soap. Imagine your voice beaming into living rooms every weekday. Free promo every morning with coffee. Genius! Now for the collab universe. Roberta Flack, the soul legend with that satin tone. They did Born to Love in the early 1980s, and Tonight I Celebrate My Love became wedding canon. Then Celine Dion, the powerhouse Canadian diva. Beauty and the Beast won him a Grammy in the early 1990s. Regina Belle, the R&B vocalist with that warm, bright shimmer, A Whole New World, not only earned him another Grammy, it became the first song from an animated film to top the Hot 100. Can you believe that? Disney put him on the mainstream map, and Peabo said, bet. He also teamed with Natalie Cole, R&B royalty in her own right, Luther Vandross, the R&B titan and Velvet Master, and Angela Bofill, who brought that jazz-tinged edge. Later, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, the famed hit-making producer duo, produced his 2018 album Stand for Love. When those two call, you answer. That's legacy respect.
Oh, and this twist, he wasn't just a studio balladeer. He performed in Porgy and Bess with the Michigan Opera Theater of Detroit, playing Sportin' Life, a tenor role. That's legit opera discipline, the control, the projection.
You hear that training every time he glides up to a soft high note like it's nothing. Career peaks in 1991, his album Can You Stop the Rain topped the R&B albums chart, and in 1992, A Whole New World basically took over the world, back-to-back Disney duets, back-to-back Grammys. Meanwhile, surprise trivia, in 2000 he won the international competition at the Viña del Mar Festival in Chile, representing France. Wild pairing, but a total flex. That's global resonance.
Now, the tea that stings. In the early 2000s, the IRS seized and auctioned his possessions over tax debt. Both Grammys, a grand piano, even shoes. Big yikes. A close friend bought one of the Grammys just to return it, which says everything about the love around him. Careers are long, stuff happens. The art outlives the scandal.
Personal life note. He married Tanya Boniface in 2010. She's a singer from the English R&B group to 411. They had a son who sometimes joined him on stage. That family thread, plus his Disney work, kept his image very warm forward, like branded cozy romance. The perfect couple energy, honestly.
In his later years, he released Stand for Love with Jam and Lewis, and in 2019 he suffered a heart attack but recovered. Then in 2026 came heartbreaking news. He reportedly had a stroke and passed away at 75. He even left us with the final album, Grace, a dignified last word. Okay, let's move on to the big what if. What if Disney never called? Would Peabo still be a legend? My take, yes. But the Disney era turned him from R&B and adult contemporary royalty into global pop culture shorthand for romance. 2 Grammys, worldwide reach, cross-generational radio, kids, parents, grandparents all know that voice from films like Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin. That's lightning in a bottle you can't fake. Also, strategy matters. He leaned into lush ballads right in the sweet spot of Quiet Storm and adult contemporary playlists. It's like a warm blanket, you trust it. Add powerhouse duet partners who brought their own audiences, and suddenly you're everywhere at once. Radio, TV themes, movie soundtracks. That's how you build longevity without chasing trends.
So what's the legacy? The Disney duets are evergreen. Weddings, anniversaries, first dances. Tonight I Celebrate My Love sits right there next to the crown jewels. A Whole New World remains that rare animated ballad that became a mainstream #1. And Beauty and the Beast, the duet that taught a generation that true love gets the big swelling key change. I'm obsessed.
Before we go further, we need to address this. Peabo's story also reminds artists and fans that behind every timeless classic is a real life. Financial missteps, course corrections, comebacks. But when you press play, what wins is that velvet tone and impeccable phrasing. The receipts are in the charts, the awards, and the memories we carry from concert halls to living rooms. Here's a tease. Next time, I'm diving into another iconic Disney soundtrack. Can you guess which one? Think princess gowns, soaring bridges, and a chorus you absolutely cannot resist singing off-key.
Alright, so that's the tea, folks. Keep those playlists romantic and iconic. Hug the people you love, and play the songs that make your heart do that little flip later.